Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you all are doing okay. I've been getting a lot of questions. Usually, if it was for
At this point in time, we are tired and we are telling you to please give us good quality movies. It is time. Why?
So Ruth Kadiri actually forced this particular lady on your screen to actually do an apology video to her after calling her out and calling out her work several times. So I'm going to be playing you that video where it all started. And now it's just one of those videos because she has actually deleted all her videos where she talked about Ruth Kadiri. But there is one online. And so let me just show you that one. And so let's go to talk about it.
This point in time, we are tired and we are telling you to please give us good quality movies. It is time. Why? Because if you open YouTube, your movie is one of the first ones that will pop up. People will now watch it. Me especially, I am the people. I will now watch it and start having migraines. Why? She feels like she's doing us a favor. She's like, how dare you? My movie is no, ma, no. I don't understand because sometimes, there's something put upon this very, very popular Nollywood actress come producer. She's known for being the pioneer of Nollywood YouTube channels. And I'm wondering, since you've been in this place for the longest time, your movies hit 1 million views, 2 million views. Since I'm not shouting again, I'm calm. I want to ask, I'm trying to understand how is it that the quality of your movies is deteriorating, being that you are in the space where you can actually do better, being that you are technically the face of the Nollywood YouTube space. Her stories are always weak. The performance here, it is very, very lackadaisical. She doesn't match actors to characters. She matches actors based off of her preference, based off of her relationship with said actors, hence why her movies tend to suffer, in case you didn't know where the disconnect was coming from. At this point in time, we are tired and we are telling you to please give us good quality movies. It is time. Why? Because you are getting the views. Why? Because you have the audience. Why? Because if you open YouTube, your movie is one of the first ones that will pop up. People will now watch it. Me especially, I am the people. I will now watch it and start having migraine. Why? It will feel as if there's like an elephant on top of my brain. Why? And this is what? How many years now? Since COVID, because you blew up crazy during COVID. Yes, on understand what kind of movies you're making during COVID. You had there were limitations. You were constricted. Is that the English? Is that English? Is it constricted? You shall understand. Restricted. That's constricted. You are shall restricted. But we've passed COVID. It's like 3 years later. What am I saying? 6 years later, and you're still giving us half-assed projects. Weak plots, underdeveloped character, no depth, the surface acting. Stop this thing you're doing. And the worst part about this particular producer is that she feels, she feels like she's doing us a favor. She's like, how dare you? My movie is no, ma, no. I don't understand because sometimes, there's something called fat blindness. Some people that they deal with, they will never see it. In the mirror, they are seeing a size 8. But in real life, they're like a size 18. I think that's what's doing this particular producer. Because I doubt she understands how terrible her films are. There's no way you'll be defending that thing. Back to back to back to back, even fighting with critics, back to back to back to back, over films that lack any form of inspiration, over film that lacks any form of awe factor. Do you understand? Nollywood YouTube space here, the demand will always be high. As competitive as it is, the demand will always be high. I'm waiting now. I'm waiting for one particular person to drop a film. If you know how many movies I've lined up to watch, I cannot bring myself to watch it. Because I watched this particular producer's film, and my brain went into hibernation. This is me stating facts. So please, for the sake of the love of God, develop your stories. Have your audience at heart. Pity us. You understand? The economy is already your own. Let's escape in your art, in your project. Since you have maps to be running, to be show workings. Let's see. Her last film, it was terrible. The way the scenes were unnecessarily stretched leaves you to wonder, are they deliberately doing this thing? Are they trying to annoy me? Then how they will just import another plot to just insert in a story? A plot that was not initiated from the beginning of the film. No form of creativity in any way, shape, or form. It is insane. So please do better. You can do it. That's what I'm saying. You should do better. It's about time. Because of you to be started it. People are jealous. People not join because of you. Show workings now. Because at this time you're falling short, my darling. Like, it's bad. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it.
And so watching that video, you can actually see the way she's actually talking. Honestly, this is the way she actually talk and review movies that she actually doesn't like. And probably she watched it and she didn't enjoy it. Which in a sense might actually be cool. But in another sense, because you're actually calling them out to be able to point out their flaws. And there are different ways of pointing out your flaws. But in another way, the criticism too can be very, very crazy. In a way that I might just want to watch your video as a fan. But immediately seeing this video, I'm not interested in watching it again. Especially when it's coming not the first time, the second time, but the third time. So that's, in another sense, is not good for her. And this is her work that she poured into it. She spent money. She did everything possible, like just to make sure that, at least to some extent, I make a movie. And now somebody will just sit down on a camera and start dissecting, not even dissecting, coming out to say the word the way she's actually saying it. It's not, for me, it's not about dissecting, because I'm looking at it tomorrow like this. Somebody will now come and arrest me because of I analyzed a particular film that I didn't enjoy. I feel like that should be out of it. But probably the way she talks or the way she actually relates this message, not with you understand. But notwithstanding, the truth actually needs to still be said. And it is for a fact. I know that many people will not still agree, but it is for a fact that some of the movies that she was claiming was not good enough is actually true. But she could have done it a better way. But I want you to actually listen to another critic, a Nollywood critic, Favour, and see what she had to say about it. Just watch.
I was just scrolling again as the doom scroller that I am. I've come across her content every once in a while. She has this very hard-hitting style of reviews. She leans more into critiques. I have seen one or two of her videos. She was talking about how Osas Igodaro, she has made a bad movie because she agreed to make a movie with Ruth Kadiri or something like that. Her content can be hard-hitting, but I just think that the ecosystem needs people like that. So I just want to do this video just talking to the creative industry, Nollywood, producers, directors, and anyone that is really like making film that we are supposed to consume. I think that a lot of people are very opposed to criticism. They hate it. They love it when you are coming out and telling them how wonderful their films are. We have to understand that as much as you get your 1 million, 2 million, 3 million views, that doesn't mean that you've made a good movie. That just means that the algorithm is favoring you because of your history of dropping movies that hit those numbers. And because you already have people that watch it, they're just going to push it out there. I hate doing videos and I'm just constantly licking my lips. I hate that. Okay, but we need to make a case for producing quality content, because if we sit back and we're just okay with mediocre, I have my people, I have my army, when I drop my project, my army will watch, they come through, we're not going to improve. Nigeria is running a very oppressive system. Even when you critique, a parent was talking about a book that her child was reading in school, the book publisher goes to arrest this person. It's such a crazy system that we're continuing to watch unfold before our eyes. You people just want people to lie to you. Just come and tell me lies. Just tell me how wonderful. Some of them will say, it's not as if I'm saying I don't want criticism. I want constructive criticism. But that constructive criticism, they want to be the one to tell you if they see it as constructive. Okay, you want to judge what is constructive to you. Guys, the movie was so nice. It was so great. But, I just think that maybe next time, let's have this other cast instead of that other cast, because he would have brought out more magic. But man, it was really nice. Is that the constructive criticism you want? Let people dog on your project. You might feel that this thing I spent, yes, so you have to improve then. Do you guys understand how massive the review and critic industry is abroad? Where will you start from? Is it because it's Nigeria and then you can just, some of these celebrities will say, find him for me, find her for me. You people enjoy being oppressive. Let me just warn her. Let me use legal letter. Okay, now you stop this person from dropping criticism about your work. Okay, now you're happy about it. Okay, now you just want to feed on lies. How will you improve then? How will the creative industry get better? And some people will think this thing you're saying, if it's you, I don't mind. I wish you understood how important it is to have somebody really go in. When you watch this video and the way that she's talking, her normal video style, she's always like bubbly, she's always like Then this one, she's just saying, I'm going to ensure that I do content that will not be, I don't know, it's like, are we forcing people now to do apologies? We know that they are in Nigeria. It's easy for them to just get arrested. It's easy for things to happen because that's not the same country. This is really going to all producers, all filmmakers. Be okay with critique, and not critique that you feel is the type of critique you want to hear. You tell yourself that you're okay with critique, but you're not. I'm okay with constructive criticism. No, you're not okay with constructive criticism. You're just okay with people praising you and maybe giving you a recommendation. That's not critique. That is not even constructive criticism. That's people kissing your ass and wanting you to not be angry with them. So okay, let me just give a little recommendation, but most of it I'm just going to praise you. That is not it. That's not what the creative industry needs. You people need to do better. Now we're just watching a lot of mediocre content on the internet, and it's not fair because the movie industry should be better than that. Be open to listening to the truth, how people feel about your content. It should be fine. Nobody hates you, nobody's hating on you, nobody's out to get you. Just do better. Just accept it. If you don't like somebody's content, you can just block the person. Why do you have to oppress? I'm not saying that she did that, but I'm just saying that that's the Nigerian system. It's not okay, because for me, I can't even watch a movie that I can't get through. So the other time when I made a video and I was talking about how I can't watch a movie, and some people were saying this is not criticism, it's not fair. At least I should be able to watch. Is it not when you are able to watch the full movie? If I drop a review or a critique on a movie, podcast, whatever, that's even a plus. That means I watched it. This lady, I even give her props for watching movies that she cannot stand. I can't even watch it. That's the reason why when you see me drop a review, I'm mostly like giving this sarcastic kind of review, trying to put a funny spin to it because I was able to watch it. Your movie should be watchable. It was looking as if I'm saying something bad, it's not fair. No, you have to improve. You have to allow your content to be something that people feel that they can give that time. People feel that they're not wasting their time when they sit down to watch it. I don't get it. You people should be open to critique. Even if it's very hard hitting, even if you didn't like the person's tone, it doesn't matter because that's how you will get better. It's not from somebody to come and be telling you, oh, this is a pioneer, you are this, you are that. No. Yes, men will not help the industry. It's getting ridiculous. I dropped my mic.
And so she's saying that we need more people like that so that Nollywood will sit on its toes and do what is right, especially for the people. That if you're actually serving the general public, you are not serving us mediocre movies, you are serving us good movies. And because we don't have people like this, is the reason why you wake up one morning and shoot nonsense and give it to us. But because we love you, we'll just chop it like that. We'll probably react on the comment section. Some of you will decide to block it, and that's all. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's actually good. It has its advantage that so that it will make these people sit up and do what is right. And also it has a disadvantage. The fact that you can be doing this and you will be sabotaging this person's handwork, which the person actually spent millions on, which can actually be crazy. We can even call it witchcraft. And so right now, she has actually done an apology message. I don't know if she was served or probably she was threatened with arrest. We don't know what it is that they actually said they were going to do to her. But from the way she was speaking, you can actually realize that, I don't touch, I won't can. Probably she has been served probably a billion. I don't know. It was not revealed. And I just hope she will reveal it and talk about it. But since you don't want to talk about it, then no problem.
I wish to address concern arising from certain reviews, commentary, and statements made by me regarding a movie produced by Ruth Kadiri, Rich People Problems, and other connected matters thereto. So, as a content creator and movie reviewer, my platform is dedicated to sharing personal views, critiques, and commentary on films and entertainment-related content. However, I acknowledge that some of my expressions, my remarks, may have been perceived as offensive, perceived as hurtful, perceived as unfair or damaging to Mrs. Ruth Kadiri, her brand, her production company, and those associated with her works. I sincerely regret any distress I may have caused, embarrassment, misunderstanding, or inconvenience arising from these publications. It was never my intention to malign, to disparage, or unjustly attack the personality, reputation, or professional standing or achievements of Mrs. Ruth Kadiri, whom I recognize as a respected member in the entertainment industry. In the spirit of professionalism and mutual respect and peaceful resolution, I have taken steps to remove and refrain from publishing content that may be considered offensive, objectionable in relation to this matter. Going forward, I remain committed to ensuring that my reviews and commentaries are expressed responsibly, respectfully, and constructively. I extend my sincere apology to Ms. Kadiri, her production, her team, her business associates, her supporters, and any person who may have been affected by the statement complained of. I hope this apology will be accepted in the spirit in which it is offered, and this matter can be resolved amicably. Thank you.
But anyways, I just feel like she could actually do it more tenderly, more cute, but they will just see it and they will just ignore it. They need somebody like this that will look them in the eyes and say, it's not good and it's not good. But it is what it is. Nigeria, everybody has power. If you have power like this, you go just look people who don't get power. You are rubbish. But now we stand it too. Don't come and spoil my movie. Now me use my money to do them. If you don't want to watch, you don't watch them. So it's in two ways. And to be able to find balance to these things, because the balance that we are talking about here, many of them will not respond to the balance. It is all when they actually can see that this thing they are saying is true and it hurts them, that's when they will actually listen. If you just come and say, oh, I love the movie, but well, she her own choice. But when she eats it out like that, you will see reasons to say, this one, it must not be like this next time. And that is what we need in Nollywood. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, what do you think about it? So it's actually a good advantage. It also has its disadvantage. So, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Do well to drop a comment. Do well to like. Do well to comment. Please comment. And I post video every day. Sometimes I post up to like 2 videos. So make sure you turn on the notification bell so that whenever because back to back to back to back, I'm destroying you guys with movies, and I don't want to be begging to have views any longer. So one of the things that you can do is to share this video on my behalf. Share it to Facebook, share it everywhere. People actually need to learn, they need to see these things. You understand? So thank you. God bless. See you in the next. Peace out.